Hello and welcome to GPTV on the most beautiful Tuesday, the 12th of November. My name is Philip Kingston.
And I'm Gary Peer.
Gary, what an amazing week. It's been the week of the Melbourne Cup. We're an 80-1 horse, and like I take no interest in betting, but 80-1's the sort of odds I'd wish I had $100,000 on that, because if I'd known it was 80-1 and I'd known it was going to win, I would have put $100,000 on that horse and absolutely cleaned up.
And would you have been here today with me? Probably not.
No, I still would.
Would you?
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that lovely?
I still
well,
would.
You know, Phil, as a punter,
but an 80-1.
Well, on Betfair, which is the medium that I choose to lose on,
yes,
Phil.
Yeah. A little bit of a shout out for Betfair. Not a paid sponsorship, but hey, bring it on, Betfair.
They love me, Betfair. 268-1. That horse
but if
started.
you'd put 100,000 on, would you have got 268?
Well, no, 100,000, but you know, you probably wouldn't have been able to match that much. But you probably would have been able to match from 150 all the way up to that, I reckon. Because I can tell you now, if you had said to me, listen, you get to bet on 23 horses, and the one horse you miss, you have to basically do whatever it would be. That's the most humiliating. I would have said that one horse, that would be the horse that won the Melbourne Cup. That would have been my last pick. That horse,
well, it was everybody's last pick. I've got to tell you.
But I could not have possibly imagined that. So, you know, with all of my... And then, of course, you hear about people that they won $3 million and they backed this, and then, you know, your assistant said, oh, here's the ticket. I backed the winner. And I'm
Did
she? Yeah, she backed the winner. So,
and she's still... Well, she's at work.
Yeah, no,
she didn't have
$100,000.
Right.
And of course, it's such joy to work with you every day, Phil, that no doubt, no matter how much
Tori,
you would have won,
thank you. Thank you.
So well
thank you for
Tori.
being at work.
And I said to Tori, I don't understand. If someone said, here's $1 million of counterfeit money, you got to put it on this horse, I still wouldn't have put it on the horse because I've got to tell you, no chance. But anyway, congratulations.
Speaking of outrageous winners, of course, we've got the US elections, which a lot of people called, including my son Jacob, by the way, who has been saying for years, he's going to win, he's going to win, he's going to win. Doesn't necessarily mean Jacob necessarily agrees with everything that he has to say, but he was calling it for ages. He was just going, what are you all talking about? He's going to win.
It's a quiet, majority.
The quiet majority.
And, you know, in fact, we've got in our office the most humble, quiet gentleman who is a very secret, massive Trump supporter, you know, which is always a source of good humour.
We're not going to say his name, but shout out to Kevin. Shout out to Kevin, who is just, he's deliriously happy.
Yes, he is deliriously happy.
And I've got to tell you, this is a guy that is quiet. He's a tremendous operator. Unassuming, but quiet. But let me tell you that blue suit and red tie was getting a lot of prominence.
And when he's in the car, he's putting up the YMCA, he's doing the Trump moves, Phil. So anyway, for those people that love Trump, congratulations. You can celebrate his win. And of course, more people loved him than didn't love him, Phil. So that's the facts of the matter.
You know what? Kevin Richardson, who was a famous Labor politician, right? He's still around, I think. He is around, right?
But he's probably watching now.
But he is a great. He always used to say, the public don't get it wrong. No. So even when the Labor Party was thrown out of office, he used to come on and say, the public never get it wrong.
And I think also the public, they don't think they care about Taylor Swift and Beyonce and Oprah and all. They will go to who they think should be putting more food on the table for them, Philip, or the economy or whatever it was.
Gary, I'm not coming out on either side, but this is just an observation.
Because we're an observation.
Because we're marketers, right?
Yeah.
So I have to tell you that I'm watching the campaign, and the campaign was a lot of fun to watch.
The odds, I was watching the odds, Phil, they just kept coming in from $1.90 to $1.60 to $1.50 to $1.10 I thought,
let's be clear. And again, I'm probably more on the left than I am on the right, but I've got to tell you, Gary.
So he says. I don't believe that, by the way.
I'm watching this whole hoopla of Kamala Harris going to a stadium where all of the celebrities are going to endorse her, and they're all going to sing lovely songs, right? I'm watching that, and then what I'm watching goes to Donald Trump at McDonald's serving French fries in the drive-through section. And I'm thinking to myself, as a marketer, right? Complete genius.
And driving the truck, the rubbish truck.
Complete
and he's got
genius.
the UFC and he's got the golfer.
So point, viewers, I'm making, right? The point I'm making here is
we should
Carmel
get on
doing
with it.
all of this, endorsed by all of these.
Yep.
He's in a garbage truck serving French fries. I'm telling you, I am going to run for politics because as marketers, I'm not saying I love Donald Trump. I'm just saying as a marketer, you can't beat a real estate agent because that's essentially, he's just a real estate
mogul. Yeah,
he's a real estate agent.
So you could say it's one for the agents, I suppose you could say, couldn't you really? Although a lot of agents wouldn't like him, but some agents might.
Viewers, we're going to flash up a bank account details in a moment. I'm going to start funding my launch at becoming Prime Minister. So I want you all to donate. We'll get it up on screen. We'll get my personal account up on screen.
Go fund Phil. Go fund Phil page. Right. Yeah. Well, can I also say, rather than now having those little beautiful pretty coffee vans going around the weekend, can we start putting our logo on garbage trucks? Because everybody sees a garbage truck. We should try to see if that's a winning strategy. It's got nothing to do with loving or supporting Trump.
Correct.
But if that is a winning strategy, Phil, I think we should be putting
viewers,
I Love Gary or the Gary Peer logo on garbage trucks.
Viewers, here's the thing. Go to the drive-through at McDonald's in Elstonwick, because on the weekends you may well see Gary serving or me serving. It's coming at you.
I did say a few weeks ago on the show that I had a little sneaky hamburger at McDonald's, so it all connected.
Sneaky little drive-through.
I did have a little
sneaky walk. Viewers, that's enough. Let's talk about the market because we are in the thick of spring.
We are, but before we get onto that, just make sure you get your edition of the peer review. A little bit of a commercial break here, Phil.
Yes.
Get your edition of the peer review.
Front cover is Mike and Mia Russell from Baker Blue, a well-known now Melbourne, in fact, almost national institution.
And for those people, local people that like Baker Blue, one of the launching pads of Baker Blue was to move from their very humble presence in Glen Ira Road, which had queues down the street, to going to Hawthorne Road by the commercial leasing agent himself, Philip Kingston, who actually said, I'm sick of waiting in the queue, I'm going to get you a bigger premises. Factual story. So that's right. And from there...
fact checkers are fact checking, but the fact checking has come in. It's 100% true.
And of course, from there, Phil, their business flourished. So, and now we're promoting them. And what have they done for us?
What have they done? I get an occasional loaf of bread for free.
No, I don't get nothing for free there. But anyway,
nothing.
I don't get nothing.
Gary, let's talk about the weekend that was, because again, we're in the thick of spring. Like busy weekends right across the nation. Industry clearance, Gary, came in for Melbourne at 63. It wasn't 63.
Don't you just throw off figures without being
what was it?
Factual, right? 61%, Phil, it was REA and Domain, and we were 82%. Put up the towers, play some Boast music.
Incredible result.
And there we go.
Shout out to all our happy buyers, happy sellers. Shout out to our team. A special shout out, by the way, to all of our admin team.
Oh, yeah.
Because when you're having auction weekends like we've had, because we've just had 33 auctions, the amount of administration that has to wrap up all of these transactions in order to make it seamlessly get through to auction day, all of this, shout out to our incredible admin team that hold everything together.
And on that, Phil, we also have, I just want to show an image here of our 10-year club, because I'd like to share this with the viewers, Phil. I'm not sure if it's on GPTV or it's in the I'm not sure I should say if it's on, Facebook or Insta or whatever you do.
Social media.
That's it. I'm not sure if it's on social media or if it's in the peer review book.
It's everywhere,
it's everywhere. So we have our 10-year club, but there's also another photo, Phil, that I'd like to show, which is our 20-year club, and there are no less than, I think, 10 people in this photo. So have a look at this. That's our 20-year club. We have our 10-year club, so thank you for all those people that decide to stay here. And people say what the secret is. I'm going to reveal the secret. You get people that are good, you drug them, you compromise them, you take photos of them, you hold the photos and you say, you're thinking of leaving? Would your husband like to see this? Would your mother like to see this? Would your kids like to see this? And you've got them forever. Anyway, a little bit of a hint.
Wonderful. So much happening within our organisation.
Did you have a bet in the Melbourne Cup, by the way, going back to the Melbourne Cup? Ask me if I did.
Did you?
No, it was terrible. Don't ask.
Okay. Can we talk about property, Gary? Because we've had a massive weekend. Tell us about some results from the weekend, but not many, because we've got a lot to review.
I got 8, and by the time you argue with me, I can get through them, so just leave me alone. The block of apartments in Derby, Crescent, Caulfield, Eastfield.
Shout out to Jacob and Matt, Gas who handled that property.
Five
And shout
bidders.
out to our vendors, lovely people that they are.
Yep.
But we are blocks of apartments specialists. I think
sure
that
are.
was block number
130 or something like that, yeah.
135. No one sells more blocks of apartments in Australia than we do.
I want to talk a bit about, and that was sold above its range, Phil.
Yes.
Expected to get the high ones, notwithstanding, of course.
Move it on,
into the
Gary,
twos.
come on.
Phil, Air Road.
Yes.
Let's talk about this house, because this is an
Wow.
iconic home. A lot of people know this, and a few people sort of tapped me on the shoulder over the weekend. They said, is that home sold now? I mean, so it should be sold, that home. But, you know, I don't mind sharing. I think it's okay to share with the public. We had it. Then the vendor said, look, we love you guys. We've tried. We're going to try somebody else. We said, go try somebody else.
They tried a number of different
somebody
agents,
else, or
Gary.
a number of other agents, and they said, you know what? We've tried the rest. We're going back to the best. And lo and behold, Philip, you in the dark on Oaks Day. I was going to come, but,
lovely,
you know,
360-degree story there, because we started with it. It went round the market, went
round the
to
block,
some other
round the Melby
agents,
bush
came
of
back
real
to
estate.
us. We had a competitive auction on a Thursday evening with 4 people bidding for it. The sold sticker is up on the board. Job done. Thank you to the vendors for coming back to us, and shout out to the buyers who have bought a fabulous house. And I just want to say one thing, Gary, because
you're going to say more than one thing.
Across the journey, I had so many people say, it can't be worth the money that you're asking for it because it's been on the market for so long. And I said to them, look, I believe in this house, tennis court, swimming pool. We're going to sell it. We're going to get the price. And a lot of buyers sort of scoffed and said, you'll never get it. You'll never get it. Sorry, guys, but we did.
Belief, Phil. It's a big thing, isn't it, in our game?
Yeah.
Belief is big.
Yeah.
And we are big believers. So well done. Look,
Moving on, 2 down, 6 to go.
Yeah, let me get through it, Philip. You keep interrupting me. 5.5 to 6 was the range on that. We won't talk about the price it was sold for.
Yes.
But let's move on to Belsize Avenue, because that is a disclosed sale, Phil. And you started your Saturday morning there.
Shout out to the vendor there, who I think is the most wonderful person. She presented this house so unbelievably. I love this house. Shout out to Christian and Mark, who handled it for us.
Did a great job.
Did a great job, and we sold it for a really strong price, and well done to buyers, well done to the seller.
$2,560,000 was the price, Phil.
Yep,
it is disclosed, and you did have multiple bidders at that auction.
We did.
Philip, I just want to say well done to the vendors at 2 at 14 Orong Road, Alstonwick, which we've featured on this show. Not the vendors, but that lovely older style apartment, which was sold for an undisclosed
4
amount
down,
before auction.
4 to go.
Yep, here we go for Washington Avenue. Now, you sent an interesting article on, and you know, you had a little bit of a chuckle, didn't you, Phil, on Saturday night when you sent the REIV or the realestate.com or domain auction results.
Did.
In Malvern East, you said, here we are.
Yep.
Here's 8 auctions in Malvern East, but there was only 1 sold, Phil.
Incredible. So the REA reports, or the domain reports, showed 8 auctions in Malvern East. 7 out of the 8 passed in.
However,
there was only 1 sale in Malvern East, and it did have Gary Peer and Associates' name attached to it.
Funny thing, Matt.
I did find that somewhat amusing.
Sold in its range, Philip, for $1,550,800. 29A Washington Avenue. The 800 did all the difference, Philip. 13 Raphael Street. Want to say congratulations to the vendor who turned out that property so beautifully, Philip. It's a wonderfully presented property. We had a fun auction there. Well done to the buyers, who are absolutely delightful people who have got friends in the street.
And well done to the sellers who presented their house so immaculately. Shout out to them. Magic happens when everything comes together correctly.
1 Garden Avenue, one of our more competitive auctions on the weekend too, Philip.
Jeremy Rosen's conducted a very competitive bidding war there. Sold considerably over the reserve.
$858,000 that brought, Philip, and well done to Jeremy and Daniel Mickmacker, who put it all together and did such a beautiful job.
Do you know what I love about last week, Gary? Because we had a lot of sales last week, a lot of activity across a lot of suburbs.
Yeah, we did some stuff.
But I really love the fact that we sold our lowest sale was in the mid 300s, so call it 350,000, all the way, and everything in between, all the way up to $6 million. So really just a standout week. Congratulations to everyone that was involved.
Phil, we finished off Sunday. We got home pretty late on Sunday night, didn't we? And it was Arlene Joffe's birthday, so happy birthday.
Happy birthday on
Arlene.
Sunday. Well,
Good
she got the goods, didn't she? Because she
did.
had 3 sales that she was involved in.
She had 3 sales.
So,
she didn't get to go out for dinner because she was so long at the final auction of the day, which was 233 Booran Road, Caulfield South. So well done to the vendors of that home. Again, a beautifully presented home, sold to somebody, a local person, of course.
Shout out to the buyers, the lovely, lovely people. I think that's a really good match. I always love it when we sell for great people to great people.
Yeah, it tends to work that way so often. Phil, we've got no less than 39 of the finest properties, a smorgasbord of fine listings as we go in to the guts, the middle of November, Phil. Well, it's already
Let's
late
talk
spring.
about what we've got coming up, Gary.
We can't
midweek.
wait. Yeah, we can't wait for the weekend, Phil. We're going to go down to Collins Street, not Melbourne, but in Mentone. I love the look of this block of apartments, and Daniel Mickmaker again's been handling this property.
Gary, wonderful building. We've got 8 apartments, 8 one-bedroom apartments. Great location, great building. Daniel Mickmaker, Jeremy Rosens have been handling that property. Looking forward to the auction.
And Vanessa McGlynn and John Sweepo, they've pulled you out to do a midweek twilight auction, Philip, in Takapuna Street.
Yes, and what a beautiful home that is. 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a double lock-up garage, everything that opens and closes. That's a great property.
While that auction's on, Philip, Graham Callan's going to be in Woorale Street in Carnegie.
3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and he is the king of this building, Gary. He's sold now probably a third of this building. Yep. And thankfully there's a lot of apartments there because he can just keep going. But that's a great apartment and a most incredible terrace.
Good on you, Graham. We've got triple auction action at 10:30 a.m. Philip, you're going to start off nice and early in Caramar Avenue in Brighton.
Gary, viewers, click on the tour of this. I did a video tour there. Really like this property. It's beautiful, stunning, feels like brand new. 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a double lock-up garage, everything that opens and shuts, a luxurious home.
McKinnon Road, McKinnon is where you'll find Leo Samuel with Leo Bar at 10:30 a.m.
Gary and Leon Guzenfitter, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and 2 car spaces in the basement. That's a fabulous property, and I love McKinnon Road, McKinnon, because you've got the train station and a little village shopping centre.
It's a great spot, and it just gets better all the time with some wonderful cafes there, Phil. Howe Street, Murrumbina is where you'll find Graham Callan auctioning at 10:30
With David Thompson, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom and 3 car spaces. That's an amazing property, Gary. Love Howe Street, love Murrumbina.
I love this pretty home around the corner from our office, Philip, in Alma Road, St Kilda Reese. Jeremy Rosens gets to auction this for Nikki Janover.
And together with Jessica Filipovic, that's 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom and a car space. Doesn't get much prettier than that house, and good entry-level buying.
Part of the triple auction action of 11:30 is the auction in Garden Vale Road. Leo Samuel's auctioning this one.
Gary, check out this property. This is amazing. 2 bedrooms and a study, 2 bathrooms, a secure car space, a storage cage. Really like that property. That's really interesting.
I get to kick off my auction thrills, Phil, and I'm looking forward to 11:30 being in Westbury Street.
Beautiful apartment and incredible location. 2 bedrooms and a bathroom, 2 car spaces. Love Westbury Street. It's the centre of so much.
Phil, 12:30 on Saturday, I have the auction honours at 710 Inkerman Road, Caulfield North. What a beautiful
I'm a bit
home.
jealous of you doing that auction,
bet
Gary,
you
because
are.
I like that location. Opposite the park, of course, the tram in Hawthorne Road, walk to the train station in Glenferrie Road, or just off Glenferrie Road. 746 square metres of land that faces due north at the back, Gary. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, plenty of off-street car parking, a Victorian grand home.
272 Alma Road is our second Alma Road auction, Philip, this time in Caulfield North, and you are auctioning this pretty home
Together
at
with
12:30.
Lamore Herskovitz and Lisa Albert, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms and a car space. That is the most stunning home, and you know, that's about as good as it gets in its price range, and you've got the Alma Village on your doorstep.
I think Leo Samuel's got 6 auctions on Saturday. He's a busy fellow,
He'll
Phil.
be busy, won't he?
He
He'll drop
is.
a few calories.
And he won't be much fun on Saturday night, but he probably will be because he's got a lot of stamina. But he's going to be in Centre Road, Philip, at 12:30 with Mark Wynn.
And Rishi Thacker there, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 car space, really good building, really good location.
Triple auction action at 1:30, Philip. Jeremy Rosens will be in Murray Street, Caulfield.
Love this building, love that street. 2 bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms and a car space and a storeroom. A very, very large apartment.
Simon Radolnik will have his gavel out at 1:30 in Bent Street in Bentley
This
with
is
Leon
apartment
Guzenfield.
number 8, together with Leo Bar. That's 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a car space and a courtyard garden. And anything you can buy with a courtyard, Gary, is a standout.
Come on, Eileen. Good song, wasn't it, Phil?
Fabulous song,
We're going to
Gary.
be auctioning in Eileen Avenue at 1:30 with Darren Krongold. You're doing the auction.
This is the
Tell us
home with
about it.
everything, 3 bedrooms and a study, 3 bathrooms, a lock-up garage, wraparound courtyard gardens, superb deck at the rear. That is a magnificent home.
And we've got triple auction action at 2:30, Philip. We're going to be in Emily Street, Carnegie. Rishi's been handling this one. Lee
Together with
auctioneer.
Mark Wynn, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms and a car space, wraparound courtyard gardens, lots to love there.
we're lucky enough to be selling many of these pretty period homes on the weekend, Philip. In Carnarvon Road, which is a great spot also near the park. That one goes at 2:30. You're the auctioneer.
Gary, love this property, love Carnarvon, and this is really what we would call a blank canvas. We have got 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms. We've got Darren Krongold, Kevin Huang and Joel Sir handling that property. They love that spot. I'm looking forward to that auction.
Alma Road, Philip, at 2:30. You are going to be not there because Jeremy Rosens is doing the auction for Joel Sir. Great apartment, this one.
Gary, 2 bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms and a car space. And again, courtyard gardens, that makes all the difference.
And Jeremy Rosens will be going from Caulfield North to Caulfield South at 3:30. He's auctioning 496 Hawthorn Road.
Great property there, Gary. 4 bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms, a lock-up garage, period features, modern conveniences, all the land you need and a great location.
We're off to Sydney at 3:30 in Sydney Street, Murrumbeena this time, and Leo Samuel is the auctioneer.
Beautiful, beautiful property this, Gary. This has been handled by Christian and Lior. It's 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. That is a magnificent home with everything that opens and shuts.
And Leon Gusenfeld has been involved in that sale too, Phil. In Maroona Road, Carnegie is where we bring down the curtain on a busy day. I think it's Leor's 6th or 7th auction. 7 at 7,
He's
Maroona Road.
meeting there Rishi and Leon. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space. A really good looking building.
And we move on to Sunday, Philip. We're going to kick off with one of our fine offerings for the weekend. We're looking forward to this one. This is on Sunday morning, Philip, at 10:30 a.m, Seymour Road.
Gary, it's incredible. This house is incredible. It's the period facade that everyone wants with the most beautiful floor plan. It's ready to move straight into. It's got so much charm, so much character, but all of the schmickness that you're looking, and that is a word, viewers, schmickness, together with a swimming pool. This is a standout property. And of course, Seymour Road is one of the best addresses
and that's
of Elston
on the right side of the
Correct,
street,
the
Phil.
north side, Gary.
North side. 484 Bamber Road, Caulfield North is where Jeremy Rosens has his first auction, 10:30 a.m.
Gary, that's a fabulous building. Obviously, you're just literally almost on Caulfield Park. You've got the tram on your doorstep. These are extra large apartments, and that is a great example of buying at its best. Jeremy Rosens and Joel Sir there, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 2 car
We've got
spaces.
4 auctions at 10:30, Philip. 109 Neeram Road is one of them. Leo Samuel's doing this one.
He's meeting his brother Aviv, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms and a double garage at the rear. That's a great property and an incredible development.
Right next door to our office is the apartment I'll be auctioning, Philip, in Orong Road. I love this apartment. It's certainly a sun-drenched, spacious modern apartment in a great location.
Doesn't get any more convenient than that. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2 car spaces. Lamore, Herskovitz and Lisa Alberts will be there.
Phil, I'm going to be moving off to Elstonwick at 11:30, meeting Arlene in College Street for this fine home.
Arlene, Daniel and Romy, 4 bedrooms and a study, 2.5 bathrooms, a double lock-up garage. What a great property in a great location.
What a stunning apartment. You have the pleasure of auctioning, Philip, at 11:30 a.m. in Sebastopol Street.
Love this building, Gary, on the corner of Kooyong Road. One of the best built buildings you will see. 2 bedrooms and a study, 2 bathrooms, basement secure car parking for 2 cars. That is a magnificent property.
Northcote Avenue is a fine street, Philip, and there's a great villa going at 11:30. One at 37. Daniel Pierre's been handling it. Leo Samuel's the auctioneer.
Together with Romy and Bernard and Arlene, that is a great property. Lots of garden area. We really love that style of property.
One of Caulfield North's truly most prestigious streets is Waiora Road, Phil, which runs in between, of course, Elm and Down on Road. We've got an amazing apartment being auctioned.
This is a fabulous apartment, Gary. This is 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a tandem lock-up garage. Walk to the tram in Dandenong Road, walk to the Armadale train station, walk to High Street, walk everywhere you like, but coming home to that's a pleasure.
Phil, Malvern Grove, Caulfield North is a great location. It's a small boutique building. We're auctioning 2 apartments there. I'll tell you a little bit about them if I may. Phil, number 4 is a wonderful 2-bedroom apartment. It occupies the entire floor, top floor at the rear, and it is a spacious, unique property with a lock-up garage. Number 3, Phil, is an apartment that just is a 1-bedroom. It is a fantastic 1-bedroom, quite unique in a small block, and looking forward to auctioning both of those on Saturday at 12:30 and 1 o'clock. Let's move on to Inkerman Street, where Jeremy Rosens is auctioning.
Meeting Joel Sir, Daniel Fisher and Reno Pablibor. That is a really beautiful property, Gary, and that is 3 bedrooms and a bathroom.
Phil, Bundoora Road is where you're going to be found at 1:30 auctioning for Leon Guzenfitter.
Gary, love this property. It's magnificent. 4 magnificent bedrooms, 3 incredible bathrooms, lock-up garage. It's got everything that opens and closes. It is just a magnificent home. Very excited to have that, all on 750 square metres of prime land.
And Leor Samuel's a lucky man getting the opportunity to auction this terrific property in Lock Avenue, St Kilda.
Working with Izzy Anstey there, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a lock-up garage, a swimming pool. That's the property that has absolutely everything.
Marn Street is a great spot, Phil, and Jeremy Rosens has the auction honours of this terrific apartment.
Meeting Nikki and Jessica there, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom and a car space. That's a great property in a great location.
9 Carrington Grove, Phil, is the street where I used to go to primary school. Ripon Lee State School situated in this street.
Until you were expelled, but you will be meeting Leon and Ben there. This is a gorgeous home, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, off-street car parking for a couple of cars. That's an amazing home.
In an amazing street, and grade 3, Phil, was the best 3 years of my life, I don't mind saying.
Boom, boom.
Let's move on to 54 Balaclava Road. Apartment number 3 is what you're auctioning
What
at
an
2:30.
incredible apartment. I think penthouse is a better description. 3 bedrooms and a study, 2 bathrooms, a lock-up garage, another car space. That is the most amazing building in the most amazing location.
And Lamore has been delighted to bring this home in Garrell Street to the market. You're the auctioneer. I'm going to come and join you there Sunday at 3:30, Phil.
4 beautiful bedrooms, 2 gorgeous bathrooms. This is a house that you can just move straight into and not spend a cent. This is Lamore and Lisa are handling that property, so looking forward to doing that auction.
And Phil, we have the following week after a Twilight auction, which we're bringing up a little bit earlier than we otherwise would. It's going to be at 5:30 in Darling Road, Malvern.
Gary, Leon Guzenfitter, Leor Bar handling that property. Magnificent that it is, and I'm looking forward to that auction because I really love this building.
And that's a midweek one next week. Phil, let's move on. A couple of feature properties we want to talk about before we wrap up the show. 3@1 Freeman Street is one of them.
Gary, I know this property really well,
As do
and
I.
it's hard to find something this good. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It has a double lock-up garage with further car parking. It feels and looks like it's brand new. That's how well built it is. And Freeman Street, what a great location. Tram on your doorstep, Caulfield Park on your doorstep, Princess Park on your doorstep. I could go on and on.
And you do go on and on, sometimes a little bit too long, but you may do so, and you're entitled to do so, in Octavius Avenue, Caulfield North, because there's been a lot of love shown in the market for this home.
Property. This has been designed by architect Amnon Weber. It has stood the test of time. It's 4 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms, a lock-up garage for 2 cars. We've got a swimming pool, a north-facing back garden, a pergola at the back.
Yep.
It is the piece de resistance in beautiful contemporary homes.
Talking about beautiful homes, Philip, this one in Downshire Road, which is just about to hit the market, is another one.
Talk
It's
about
incredible.
fall in love. Fall in love with the facade, but fall in love with the interior and the swimming pool at the back. This is 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, off-street car parking, but it has the most incredible oasis-like swimming pool. And the Kitchen Meals family room, which is so large it needs its own postcode, overlooks the garden and the pool. That is period meets contemporary, and it works perfectly.
And Phil, talking about beautiful contemporary homes, how about this mid-century masterpiece in Atira
Gary, a
Road, Caulfield North?
1960s sensation, a bit like yourself, Gary. This is 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, plenty of off-street car parking, maybe for up to 4 cars. This is cubic architecture at its absolute best, but some of the 1960s furniture and decoration in that home, Gary, you will fall in love when you go through that home. What a massive addition.
That's a massive addition, Phil. You know what David Letterman used to do? He just sort of gather the papers and say, that's it, right? The only trouble is I'll have to pick that up.
And the only trouble is that he got paid about $10 million US dollars per year, Gary, so he could do what he liked.
Yeah.
And you, on the other hand, will be working well into your mid-90s,
Yeah, no question
so
about
that you can keep up with the payments to your bookie.
Exactly right.
Unless you can get those 80-1 shots where you bet the house and
I
it
need
comes
to find
home.
one of those, Phil. Unfortunately, I don't. That is a big wrap, this Melbourne Cup edition, this Donald Trump edition, this talking about real estate, the 10-year club edition. I don't know what to call it, Phil, except we're in spring. It's all happening. Good feeling in the market, got to say, last week. Good feeling in the market. Lots
Don't
of
drag
bidders.
the ending to this episode out any longer. I'm Philip Kingston. Have a fantastic week.
Gary Pearce, see you next time.